Welcome back, guys, to episode 14 of our 1991 mod series. This time out, we are in Spain, and we are looking like we just need a few more bits to get this car up and running properly. All the meanwhile, we've got to still make sure Season 2's car is ready.
And Brazil, and there goes Prost! Oh, as did Ardu! My goodness, what about Patrese now? Oh my goodness, this is fantastic! Senna is trying to go through on the inside, and it's happened immediately! This is amazing! Senna goes off in the first corner! Big position, and out goes PK! My goodness! I couldn't help it, and take back! Oh my goodness!
So we still come across the issue that Alain Prost will not renew his contract. I have offered him 19 million, which is getting borderline for double what he's on already, and he just refuses to accept new contract. So we're going to have to look for a new driver. I've decided Prost is going. I don't know who we're going to sign, though, and that's the really tricky part. There is a temptation to go for Mansell, but the problem is this contract length of 2 years, or remaining contract 1 year, means the buyout fee is so expensive, it's just not really viable. Part of me is tempted to bring in Martin Brundle just as a sideline, but it's just his rating. That's the problem we have. A lot of these ratings are low, especially compared to Alain Prost and Senna. You know, it's ridiculous. And Senna has taken a 15 million salary, so I don't know what's going on with Prost, but he just refuses to take a decent salary, is how I'd word that. So I think, guys, we're going to have to focus on the races ahead, and we'll come back for our driver search come the end of the season, which is only 3 more races, including this one. But yeah, I'll cut back to you guys when it's time for the race. So my cutback is looking a bit different daytime behind me, different outfit, new haircut. I've accidentally had to leave this quite a long time before I actually came to the race, so apologies about that. We have to look at practice qualifying very quickly. I don't have much time to get this race in. I've not been full of much time recently. So practice was a bog standard. David Coulthard crashed, 4th and 5th, but qualifying's where it was at. Alain came 2nd. You think, wow, Ferrari doing really well. No Senna there. That's because Schumacher and Senna are down here. Senna crashed. Schumacher ran out of fuel because he glitched and did an extra lap. And we've got to get going now. Strategy-wise, both going soft, medium, soft, just because of the distance between them in 2nd and 14th. 1st and Stint is not going to be one we can push, but 2nd and 3rd we certainly could push the tyres out. Giving a lot of fuel to Schumacher. He's going to have to push this whole race if he wants to get ahead. And yeah, let's see how he gets on. We have the lights going. There's 3 of them. 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are away. Lights out. Normally they've been glitching and not going, but anyway, Prost well ahead of Patrese there. What about Schumacher? Where is he? Let's have a quick look on board. He's not making up any positions. Prost has steamed off ahead. That is no issue at all as he tries to make up a load of time. That is Schumacher and Senna going side by side. That is not what I want to see. I want to see Senna being pushed down. Let's hope Schumacher can keep it to the inside and eventually get the position. Can he get ahead of Galero, and who's just ahead of them? I don't think he can, and now that Senna's on the inside, it may be his time to take an advantage. I'm not even going to layer it yet. Senna has pushed him wide, and Schumacher's going to have to slot in behind Ayrton. Not what we want, especially when he's on full-on attack. We come back to Prost, and he is doing a mighty good job there. Half a second between him and Berger. Patrese, who did qualify in 1st, has now been pushed down to 3rd in the 1st lap. Here comes Schumacher, though, back on Senna into the hairpin. Or it's not so much a hairpin nowadays. It's been changed side by side through nearly the entirety of lap 1 is these two. And nothing to split them whatsoever. But as we get closer to Galero, it's just going to be who can be in the right position at the right time to take him. And I think it's going to be Senna ultimately, as we come around the last corner to finish the 1st lap. Yeah, Schumacher's going to get stuck here. It's one of these things you can always just tell. So he's clear of Senna now. What can he do to move up a position again? Nothing for the moment. We're going to turn him down to aggressive. We don't want to be attacking too much on the tyres like that. So Schumacher is looking down the outside of Galero. I think he might make this move stick. Is he going to get forced out wide? Though he does, but he keeps a hold of it, swings it round, and that is not too much of an issue for him as Galero now goes on the defensive against Senna, slowing him down dramatically. We need to push on and catch the Minardi ahead, and I think Schumacher is going to have that in the bag. He's slowly just going to make his way up. We don't even need to watch Prost at this rate, because look at that, a second ahead. Absolutely flying. He's not pushed the tyres at all, which is what we like to see. I'm gonna keep it like that. Schumacher, we're gonna use up a lot of this tyre as he's going for an early move on the Minardi. We're not able to take our eyes off of this race for the first 2 laps nearly the entire time, and I think this should be good moves coming up for the Ferrari. Here goes Schumacher then onto the grass to get past. He is fairly committed to that move, moving his way up. Senna still not passed. Is it going to be another classic move around the outside? Let's just go on board. He does indeed. Now got De Cesaro next up ahead. Should be easy moves, although he's still, I think, got the Minardi alongside him. He did. But now he is clear of him, and that should be no issue getting to Cesaro as he's getting closer. Which way he goes? De Cesaro goes defensive early. Schumacher's going to swing it around the outside. Obviously, the advantage is to Schumacher as this turns to the inside of the next corner, and boom, he is ahead. Quite comfortably there. We've got a yellow flag. I'm not sure who that is. We're waiting for confirmation. I think it's further at the back, maybe. I can't see who. It's Herbert. Let's just have a quick look as he locked up on turn 12. That is just before the chicane. Yeah, just before it. So it was a little bit behind us, and he just comes trundling back on. Here comes Schumacher. I think he's going to make a similar move that he did to the Minardi. He's blocked off, though he can't quite get to him there. Plenty of other places for him to give it a go, though, and he has been trying. Blocked at every attempt this time by Capello, and he can't get past on this one. Here comes Schumacher now as Capello's gone defensive for the first corner. Easy enough as you like for a Ferrari, and he's up into 10th. Only a few more places until the points. He is doing an absolute phenomenal job making up the places. He's got a little bit of work to do to catch up with the Tyrrells now, but I'm sure we'll be back shortly with him. I realise I hadn't discussed tyres, and it's quite interesting that there's a very much a mixed strategy here. I'm assuming the Williams have seen a one-stop as the ideal situation with the hard tyres, but if you have a look at where they are relative to the other drivers, they've lost a bit of time, so I don't know if it is going to end up being the ultimate strategy for them as Schumacher looking for a way past. Goes down the inside. I didn't even see the move coming there. I was watching the screen, but not expecting that. He's had to back out a little bit. But yeah, as I say about tyres, we're actually doing a lot better than some others on stuff. You see Piquet and Moreno really struggling on their stuff, but Prost doing absolute bits at the front. We're going to turn him down. He doesn't need to push as hard anymore. And yeah, we should hopefully see Schumacher in that top 6 shortly. Schumacher's gone down the inside. I was almost not going to commentate on it because it didn't look like he'd go for it. And again, he's tried and failed. Oh, no, he hasn't. Nakajima has just kind of not really had the best of entries into that turn. And Schumacher has nearly got the move done. Surely it shouldn't be too difficult for him. And he does. Up into 9th he goes. Only 3 more places to go. But he's right in behind now. Going down the inside. Can he make this one stick? 2 in 3 corners. I think he's going to. That is lovely as you like. Schumacher taking both Tyrrells on the same lap, although he's trying to tack back. I don't think he's going to hold it against the Ferrari as much as he would like to. And then we go into the chicane. He's still there though, actually. Not giving up. Really not giving up. But surely now we can maybe put Schumacher on a bit more aggression as we try to close the gap. Because Moreno is a little bit down the way once we get past this guy. Can't remember his name. Schumacher not able to fend off the Tyrrell fully yet. He comes sweeping around the outside, getting held up by the car ahead at this point in time. Who's gonna stick to the racing line, and that is really gonna affect Schumacher now. Forcing the Tyrrell onto the grass. What has Schumacher got up his sleeve here? And I think he's going to force him a little bit wide. But not Nakajima, sorry. The other Tyrrell is still there. You can tell when I've forgotten driver names and all the excitement. Still nothing between these two, and oh, grey clouds up ahead. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Who is that for? Is that a car just up ahead I've seen on the grass? No, it's not. Ah, this is Ares. So he is a lot further back. He's just gone wide in the corner behind us. And in that time, Schumacher has got past and is going to have to push on now to get on the back of Moreno. So maybe some of you would like an update on Senna, and well, he's stuck down in 12 still. Not able to make up the positions as quickly as he was hoping. Not been pushed as hard. I think he's on the medium tyre if I remember right. Yeah, so he's got still a bit of decent pace in there, but he's just not using it very well. If we go to Michael, though, he is right on the back of Moreno now, ready to claim some points. This has been a great recovery drive in the first 10 laps for Schumacher. We're still a little bit of time away from first stops, which is lap 22. May have to go a little bit earlier because we've pushed hard on these tyres, but we know we've got enough life and other ones to do it. As he's trying to stick to the outside of Moreno there, who blocks it off. Now we're getting to the bit more competitive side of the field, so Schumacher's not going to have it as easy as he likes. Down the main straight now, this should be an easy one with no cars to help Moreno pull along in a slipstream. He's gone defensive very early, and Michael Schumacher has made a mincing of him because that was easy as you like. The legendary Nelson Piquet is Schumacher's next victim. He does the same move as Moreno, but Schumacher may be getting a bit stuck behind him there. Yeah, that glitch we don't like to talk about of the rear wheel, but he went for a more attacking line. I don't know if that's just because of who he's come up against for the experience of Piquet, but he's not going to make that move quite yet. Hopefully, though, into turn 4, we can get something out of this. No, nothing quite yet. Actually, saying that, Piquet did drift a bit wide. Does that open up for Schumacher to make a move around the outside? He's thinking about it, but he's not quite got it there. Unfortunately for Schumacher, but it's not going to be long now. So Schumacher's got to a point where his tyres are a bit worn and he's not quite going for the overtake. He's getting stuck a little bit there. I think I'm going to have to turn to push next time out, although his tyres are struggling now. Well, I think we're anticipating an earlier stop for him. Oh, Schumacher ran a little bit wide there. I didn't see it properly, but I think he just lost it a little bit. Should be okay, though, to keep going. Oh, it's been a full-on crash. Who is that with? I've not seen anyone off track. They've retired. Who is it? It's the Martini, sorry, of the Minardis. What's happened here then? He was battling with Senna as he just pushed the car too hard. He's lost it and gone straight on. Unfortunate for them. With Schumacher on aggressive now, can he finally get this move done? I don't think he can. I think the tyres are starting to go now. And he's losing a lot of time now to the guys. I had 17 seconds to 4th place Mansell. Do we pit him now? That is the question. So I've had a look at the strategy and I don't think there should be any issue, even though Schumacher has just briefly got past. We are okay to pit now and the medium tyres will survive. Moreno has also come into the pit. I think this should be good for Schumacher. It's just about coming in clean air is the issue we've got. So here we go, a bit of traffic, but I think we're going to be okay for the foreseeable. Few cars battling back down to 14th. But hopefully with new tyres we can make that up. We are going to keep him on aggressive because the mediums can go a lot better. And we'll come back and see where he's at. But another crash. I think this time it's Capello. Not sure though. I'm trying to look. No, it's Senna. Senna has crashed on his way up the field. What's going on there? He's had a similar incident to Minardi. I wonder if it's just some maybe oil on the track there that's caused that. But what a... Ooh, Christ, that's a big hit for Senna. Ooh, we don't want to talk about that too much. Yeah, so that is a championship rival out. That helps us quite a lot now. Prost into his first pit stop. Looking good so far. Berger is still behind. He's just gone past there, so he's not even in his box yet. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good from a winning position, I hope. How did we just cut back for that? I was just about to review something. I hadn't got him on push. Not again, Michael. Not again. How has this happened in qualifying and in the race there? I literally had slowed it down myself just to have a quick look and talk about the current positions in the race. And we've come back to this. That is painful. Well, all eyes on Prost now as we hope to get to the end of the race with a winning car. We've had a lot of crashes on tracks. Another yellow flag for a crash. I don't know if it is Modena or not, but Hakkinen is crashed now. Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy Spanish Grand Prix, this. So Mansell still on those hard tyres, and Patrese has pitting now. Prost is on his way to surely take back first quite easily. And if Mansell still has to pit, he is going to be so far behind. Prost, though, not able to get it done here. Possibly, though, waiting for the main straight. And easier than that, Mansell has drifted into the pits and taken that place. So Prost is 5 seconds ahead at the moment. We're going to not push on anything else because we don't need to. Hopefully I've got something to come back to you with. More crashes this time. I think it's... it's Moreno of Benetton. It is absolutely insane what's going on at the moment. And again, similar one, this turn 4 has been the unlucky corner for a lot of top drivers. And off we go. Boom. My worry does become, is Prost going to fall foul to the same incident? I'm just really hoping. That's why I've not gotten pushing on anything. Berger is about 4 seconds behind it. It's been that way for a while. If it gets below 3, I maybe have to start thinking about pushing him again. And as I'm speaking, we have another retirement. Who is it this time? It's a Hakkinen, is it? Or Herbert? It's Herbert. Oh, it's one of those classic 90s races where just everyone crashes out, and it's another turn 4 one that's about to put... turn 5, sorry, this time. Oh, wait, that's someone else. Oh my god, I don't even know how to keep up with this, to be honest, at the moment. So I'm glad the game has stopped us at this point to let us know about the pit window coming up, because Berger has been doing a really good job catching up. I'm pretty determined that I want Prost to win, so I don't want him getting past. But turn 4 has, as I said, has been that crux for a lot of drivers. I am a little bit scared to push him. There we go, back marker out the way. I don't think I'm going to push him before he gets his new tyres on. So I've just realised, and I didn't know this beforehand, we're putting on old soft, so I do hope they get to the end. I'm playing it safe. We're not veering off the strategy, as I think another car's gone wide, because we're in that good, strong position of first. I can't risk losing that by trying to go early, late, because I could just risk Berger catching us. So once again, Berger follows us into the pit. We get out nice and quick, a 2.7 stop. Does Berger get out quickly as well? He does, not held up by the back marker, he's too far back. And well, this is it. It's a drag race to the end for the last 18 laps. Few more back markers coming up. What percentage of tyre wear have we got already? It is 79. That's, ooh, I hope this is going to go. Where is Berger's tyres? 88. Okay, so he is also on worn tyres. Battle for the ages, this one. It's gonna keep happening. Who is crashing? It's a Williams. It's Mansell this time. We have had someone go out from each of the 4 biggest teams in this race. Turn 5, where's Schumacher? I'm not even gonna watch it because we're gonna take up all our time watching replays. But Patrese's the only car ahead of Prost, 10 seconds ahead. Berger is catching though, so I think we're gonna push the fuel now and see what we can get out of this Ferrari still. So Prost has done the fastest lap of the race so far. Mansell is still in the race. He's in the pit. So I thought he was completely out, but not quite yet. So we can still see something from Mansell. Don't think he'll catch podium places now, but yeah, we just gotta manage this race. There's nothing too more to this one. Once again, fastest lap for Prost. He is flying now. That's exactly what we need, because Patrese's 7.6 up the road. I don't think he's going to pit again. No, he's not. So, a lot of work to do still for the end of this race. Could the Williams one-stop strategy have actually been the way to win? Who knows, especially for the driver who did qualify in first. So, I don't know if it's by choice, but Patrese has decided to pit. And that does surprise me. I would have thought on those medium tyres he could have got to the end. Now, any anticipation of a battle cut for the end is unfortunately been swiftly removed. Gutted about that, Patrese. You could have had a good chance at a win there. Obviously, for you guys not sure between the cuts, I am very closely watching this gap between Berger and Prost. 3.3 seconds, and it does keep coming down a little bit. So I am a bit nervy that Berger's going to catch, and with his tyres being fresher, this is going to be a close one. I don't want to say it now, but we're on 38% tyre wear with 6 laps to go. I've looked at the projection there, and it's not looking good. I think we're gonna lose out first, guys. If I'd known the tires that we are gonna put on weren't, all there, I maybe wouldn't have risked anything. But look at Berger, he's still on 51% tire wear. Oh, I don't want to pit again. I'm gonna have to just see out, guys, and hope for the best, I think. So we're about to hit that 30% mark. We've just hit it, and we've still got 4 laps to go. I think this is in the hands of McLaren now. Hopefully we can still gain on Williams, but again, that's looking less likely as well. Really stay tuned for this one. Last four laps are crunch time. So finishing the penultimate lap, PK has made himself almost a little bit of a blockade for us. A 1.6 second gap is all that remains. Berger hasn't caused as quick as he thought he might have, and he is starting to get close there. We are on the last lap, leading, but it's really not by much. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I don't know who it is. Padros has run wide. No, sorry, that's our engineer. We are, less than a second now. It's Guglielmin again. I think I called him Guillermo before. I think I was thinking of Guillermo del Toro. But never mind. There we go. Berger is now past the lapped PK. This really is going to be close. We'll keep an eye. Prost just really needs to remain ahead for this straight, and he should hopefully be able to keep it. We're now orange on the tire wear. It's getting so close. Berger swinging about the place. He's so close. He might go for a dive in a corner. I'm not sure. Could still get it before the end. The finish line is a fair bit away from the last corner. Come on, Prost. We'll put you back on push. Hopefully there's enough fuel left in that car.
No lift off needed.
Come on, Prost. Around the last corner. It's going to be a close one. Here comes Berger. And we do cross the line just ahead. Oh my god. That is the closest I've seen us have a finish for first. But we have won the Spanish Grand Prix. End results there then, guys. So we get the fastest lap and win the Grand Prix. Unfortunately, Schumacher down in 17th after crash. Some names we did not expect to see there in that section of it. How do the championships look? So Alain has definitely got a good hold on second place there, and looking like nobody's going to challenge that. Unfortunately, Schumacher, I think, is going to have to settle for 6th. It's unfortunate, but without finishing that race, Patrese has gained just a few more points. Once again, we go ahead of Williams, but this is purely based, I believe, on wins, because we have one more win. We have the same amount of podiums, but one more win. And it is 91 points, neck and neck, going into the last 2 races of the season. So the last 2 races of the season coming up, the Japanese Grand Prix and the Australian Grand Prix. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's race. Apologies, it's taken a bit longer to come out. We have got a really exciting end here. Will we confirm second? Let me know what you guys think down below. And until then, take care.